Hello and welcome to another episode of live streaming with me. It's day 17. You guys, we made it. It's gonna be almost a month. Yay! Thank you for joining me once again on this 17th day of January. As a reminder, we are live streaming this entire month of January and we're gonna be building in public. Today's episode is really special because we're going to be building React hooks or using React hooks to build an interview question. But before I get started, I need you to reply in the comments. Where are you joining me from? What time is it there? And if you're a React developer or not. Come on, tell me in the comments. Where are you joining me from? What time is it there? And are you a React developer? I'll wait. I'm waiting. I'm gonna get some tunes going meanwhile. Ekimjot Singh, India, January 18th, 6:58 a.m. You wake up so early. I know I just started, I'm 13. Damn, Ekimjot, way to go. Starting off early. I use Python. You're coding when you are 13? Damn. Heck yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna send you some hearts on YouTube. Hold on. Damn, Ekimjot. Good for you. Starting off early, gonna have a successful career. School hai. Okay, I understand. You're like inspirational to so many people. Good for you. Keep up the spirit. So, for those of you who are new to the stream, welcome. This is a 30-day challenge where we live stream every single day and we're gonna share a piece of code and build a little bit every single day. So the idea is to build in public. This is not gonna be perfect. There's gonna be bugs and that's what building is all about. So if you're ready, let's do this. Here's what we're building today. I have interest in STEM, been using computers since 3. Good for you, Ekimjot. Bharat, Bay Area, React Native and Native Mobile Dev. Awesome, Bharat, nice to see you. Where in Bay Area are you? I used to live in Bay Area too. I was in Redwood City. Where in Bay Area are you? Santa Clara. Cool. Nice. A lot of good Indian food there. I used to be in Redwood City, which is not too far from Bay Area. And I see you work at Atlassian. That is cool. How do you like Atlassian? And you said you're working on React Native and Native Mobile Dev. Alright folks, here's what we're gonna build today. We're gonna build this slideshow app. I'm gonna make this bigger. Give it a reload. Okay, so this is what we're building today. We're building a slideshow app so that you can actually navigate between these slides. The style is a little bit off, but don't worry about that. You can navigate between these slides and you can hit the right key to navigate between different slides. This is actually an interview question which is asked in a lot of companies. I've gotten this interview question myself so many times, so I thought, why not teach React hooks while building this? Now what I'm doing today is I'm adding useRef to this example. Bharat, I am driving back home and listening to your stream. Atlassian is good. We recently rewrote our app to React Native. Ooh, React Native. What did you rewrite it from? I hope you are not driving and typing, Bharat. Please be safe. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to develop this this functionality so that when you turn left, actually let me undo this. Which app? Which app? Are you asking me, Neil? Hello, Neil. Welcome back. How are you doing? I am building a slideshow app today. Here it is. If I reload this, and hit right. And hit right. Great. Okay, so here's what we're going to build today. Okay, this is a functionality that is typically asked in interviews, which is that if you have a slideshow component and you have left and right buttons. I was asking Bharat about his rewrite. Got it. Okay. Bharat is actually watching on YouTube, so I don't know if the messages are showing up. But they should be showing up in the chat, so hopefully you all can talk with each other. Okay, here's what we're building. So if you've got a slide here and you hit the right button, you'll see that the focus still stays on the right button. This is actually not correct from an accessibility perspective, because what do you think gets announced when the right button is clicked? Because the focus is still on the button, it's still the button that gets announced. How can we fix that? I have a question for you guys. How do you think we can fix this? When we hit the right button, I would want the name of the slide to appear, or name of the slide to be announced, or that to be the focus. What do you think I should do? Tell me in the chat. I will wait. I will wait and stare you down until you write a message. Is it awkward? Also, thank you all for spending your Friday evening with me. I have a beautiful drink with me, ginger beer. Go grab a drink. I can't see Bharat's chat. Oh. Bharat, if you're still here, there's a question for you, which is, which app did you rewrite to React Native? It's fun. What is fun, Neil? I hope the stream is fun, which I'm sure it is. Also, if I haven't introduced myself, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Shruti Kapoor. You're making me think on a Friday night. Carrie's code. Hello, Ken. Oh, Ken's code. Hello, Ken's code. I am thinking, so I'm going to make you think as well. We can think together. But let me introduce myself. My name is Shruti Kapoor. I am a software engineer with front-end focused. I work at Slack, and I am currently building an application right now on this screen, which is actually the interview question which is commonly asked. I have been live streaming every single day-ish of January, and my challenge is to live stream every single day till the end of January. That's my January goal. And I would love for you to follow me every single day on this journey. Come along, we're gonna build some code together. It's gonna be messy, it's gonna be dirty, there are gonna be bugs, but we'll go through it and we'll do it together. So if you haven't followed yet or subscribed yet, please hit that follow button. It helps me a lot. And also, you become one of my friends. So hit that subscribe button. But the question I asked is, and I'll give you 2 more minutes to answer this question, okay? Because I know it's a little bit difficult. Okay, so the question is for you guys to answer. If you hit this right arrow, I hope you can see it. It has a little bit of blue. By the way, is the stream clear today? Let me maximize and check. Actually, I will zoom in. Hopefully that should be clear. But I see that it is clearish. Okay, so here's the question for you. If I hit this right button and I hit click, you see that the button is still focused. So what gets announced? What do you think gets announced when the next slide is moved on? I can also turn the voiceover on to show you. Okay, so hopefully now we can see the prompts. Okay, see? Can you all see this? Hopefully you all can see this. So now if I hit, this is the link. Now if I hit this button and I hit enter, what is the next thing that gets announced? You're currently on a button instead of a web content. To click this button, press Control Option Space. Now if I hit this button again, what gets announced? Same thing, it doesn't change. It still announces you're currently on a button inside of a web content. So the user has no idea that the slide has changed. Now, how can we fix this? Any ideas? Any thoughts that pop up into mind? What do you think? How should we fix this? One thing we could do is, if you see, the focus is set on the button when we move, right? When we move slides. But what if we move the focus somewhere else? What if you move the focus to, like, I have never looked into accessibility. That's why I'm doing this stream. You're learning something new today. So I'm glad. So we have the focus set on button, right? So when we click the button, the focus is still on the button. And that's why when we click it again, that's what gets announced. But what if when we click, the focus moved to this text? And we would know that something happened or some slide changed. So that's one way. We could actually click and move the focus onto this text. Bharat, sorry my responses are delayed. Handling a toddler. No, I'm not driving and texting to your question. We rewrote Confluence mobile app to React Native from native. Oh, so that answers Neil's question, which is rewrote Confluence mobile app. Oh, Pinak, hello, how are you? Welcome back. Also, folks, if you're watching this on Twitch, we have a Twitch goal going on. I need 5 subscriptions. I only have 2 right now. So if you're on Twitch, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help me complete my goal. How would you then change it back to the button? That is a great question. So what happens is, if you move the focus at the top, you can always tab over to the button. Somebody just subscribed? You guys? You helped me complete my goal? Are you serious? Oh, Pinak helped me complete all these goals. Thank you, Pinak. How awesome are you? Oh, damn. Okay, we're gonna call it a day. Whoop whoop. Thank you. We're gonna call it a day. We've done enough. Let's go enjoy our Fridays. Let's play some Bollywood music. Let's go dance. What more do we have to do when the goals are fulfilled? I'm kidding, obviously. It's corporate America. You have to keep working. When you're done with one goal, they give you more goals. What is your goal? Ooh. One of my goals was to get 5 subscriptions, but Pinak helped me achieve that already. So thank you, Pinak. My goal is also to get monetized on YouTube. In case you didn't know, I'm a new content creator, which means that I'm still waiting to get monetized. My goal is to get monetized by February, which means that I need your help in spreading the word about my content. If you like these live streams, please share it with somebody who can come and watch these live streams too, so I can get monetized by February. If I can get monetized by February, I can start making some money, so I don't have to borrow money from my friends. I'm just kidding. Nobody gives me any money. Okay, so let's fix the focus on that bright, happy note. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, okay? If I hit that back button, I want the focus to move to the text. That's one way of fixing. Another way of fixing is that when you hit the back button, you announce the content. I think there's a web announcer API that can help with that. Web speech API. Oh, that's not what we want. Announcer API. Can you get a job in the industry without a degree or a high school diploma? Ekamjot Singh asked. I think that's a really good question. You're 13, so I don't want to give you advice that you would hamper your career. So this is what I would say. I have a computer science degree. It made it a lot easier for me to get a job in the industry having that credentials. Even now, when I apply for interviews, knowing, despite the fact that I have 10 years of experience, thank you, Kyrotron, for following. Despite the fact that I have 10 years of experience, the fact that I do have that degree helps in getting interviews and definitely adds to my credibility. Okay. Can you get a job in the industry without a degree or high school diploma? Absolutely, you can. Is it easy to get a job in the industry without a degree or high school diploma? It's not. You're going to have to work a lot harder. You may have to go and get some form of credentials. A lot of people go through the bootcamp route, which is not as expensive as getting a degree, but it is still some amount of money. So have people gotten a job in the industry without a degree or even a high school diploma? Yes. But those cases are fewer than people who do go to a conventional college or degree and get a job. So that's what I would say. Are you completely lost? Are you completely hopeless if you don't have a degree? No. You can definitely get a job in the industry. But is it going to be easy? No. Is it easy getting a job even with a degree? Yes. Is it hard getting a job even with a degree? Yes. But it's a lot harder when you don't have a degree. That's what I would say. Okay, so to fix this is what we're going to do. When we focus on this button, when we click this button, we want the focus to move to the slide. Okay. So if we focus on this, if we click the button, I want the focus to move to text at the top, and that will help in announcing the text automatically. How can we do that, and which hook will be useful in that? Ekam Jod, thanks for the advice. No problem. Neil, but going to the university will be a lot of fun. That is true. One of my favorite most of my favorite memories are from going to university, spending time with friends. Friends that I made in college are also friends that I am still friends with. So I think one thing that university teaches you is how to be resourceful. You are thrown into so much unknowns and you have so little knowledge that nothing feels that you can't do it, even at work. Unknowns don't feel scary anymore because that's literally all your degree. Everything was unknown. So it really helps you in working in fields where you have had no prior experience with. So for example, I started with C in computer science, then I did C++, then I did Java, then I was doing Python and PHP in internship. Then in the second internship, I was doing C#. Then I got my first job, I was doing React, JavaScript. So I was like thrown all over the place. I was not an expert of anything at that point, but I knew how to navigate my way, how to read documentation, how to understand, how to gather requirements. So it helped me feel comfortable in switching between projects and always being open to learning. Hunar. Hello Hunar, how are you? Shruti, why you stream when me working? Hunar, why are you working when I stream? And also, why are you working on a Friday evening? Go outside, have fun, get a drink, enjoy a beer. Go party. I'm kidding, just sit here and watch my stream. Bye, gotta go to school. Bye, Ekam Jod, have fun. Alright, so let's do this so that we add a ref. Let's do this so that we add focus to this text red nail polish when we move between the slides. Okay. Of course, this is not the best user experience. A better user experience would be that when you move between slides, we actually announce text. But for that, we'll have to add announcer API, and I'm not doing that right now. So let's add a ref. So this is how we add a ref in React. We use a hook called useRef, and then we pass it down to the component that needs it. So we use useRef, okay? And then in order to use the ref, we have to use this thing called forward ref. We use forward ref, get the ref out of here, and then attach the ref to the element that we want to focus. So I do ref, and now when I click handle next, all I have to do is ref current focus, and on handle previous I have to do ref current focus. So that focuses the text. So if I click right, it focuses the text at the top. Same if I click right, focuses the text at the top. This way the user gets to know that something has happened, a slide has changed, and the new slide is this slide. How cool. So, okay, pop quiz. Which hook did we use? Which React hook did we use? And I'll give you 4 options. I'll make it easy for you. A, use state. B, use effect. C, use ref. Or D, use context. Which hook did we use? Come on, I know you know the answer. And I know you know the right answer. useRef, you're right, Neil. You get 5 points. Damn, I wish I could award points. I think Twitch has that way of giving points. I don't think Streamlabs does. I'm gonna add that capability tomorrow. Good job, Neil. useRef is the right answer. So what we did was we created a ref using useRef. We passed that ref down to the component that should be focused, and then when we consume this ref, we have to make sure that we are using forward ref. By the way, this is only true for React 18. useRef got me fired. What? How come? Tell me more. Oh no, from my last job. Tell me more, what happened? So in React 18 or lower, you have to use forward ref. But in React 19, you don't need to do this anymore. You can just pass the ref down and it'll be automatically passed in as a prop. Thankfully, no more bugs. And then you just attach the ref to the component that you want to focus. Now, when you want to focus it, which is on the button clicked, I have this event handler here, handle previous and handle next. You just attach a ref to it. Neat. Okay, so I'm gonna commit this code. Git status. Nothing to change. Sweet. Already committed this code. All right, the next thing I'm going to implement, it's a long story. We have time if you want to talk about it. The next thing I'm going to implement is a theme button here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add an ability to change themes. And if it's a dark color theme, we'll show like a black background or like a dark background. And then we'll change the text color as well. But if it's a light background, we'll keep it as is. So it's similar to these. I think Dev2 has a theme picker. I thought I did. Where is it? Medium has it. Oh, React's documentation has it. React Dev, there. So it's this button. When you click on it, it changes the theme. Okay, so any ideas how we can implement this? Now if I right click this, this is an SVG. What is this SVG? Oh, that's not the, that's the SVG they are creating. And if you click on it, it switches between use dark mode to use light mode. Oh wait, no, they have a different button. Use light mode button, and then they hide this button. Oh, this is so interesting. So if it is dark mode, then this button is hidden, which is the this button. If it's dark mode, this button is hidden. Hopefully you can see this. But if it's light mode, the other button is hidden. Otherwise, the other button is hidden. And on dark, it's a flex. So that means it's display type flex, but not display type hidden, which is so interesting. Okay, so we're going to look at a hook called useContext. I'm going to switch to dark mode. Okay, so useContext is a hook that lets you read and subscribe to context from your component. What does context mean? Context lets the parent component make some information available to any component in the tree below it, no matter how deep, without passing it explicitly through props. And this is also helpful because it avoids prop drilling, which means that prop drilling is when you have one prop, you want to pass it down to like this child at the bottom. You have to pass it all the way through all of these children, even though they may not be the ones consuming it. And that's where context is really helpful, because instead of passing the prop from this component to this component to this component to this component, you just create a context at the top component, and then whoever wants to read it can read it. So if this component wants to read it and nobody else, they can simply use it by reading from context. And that's why it's super helpful. So this is where it's helpful. Using context in closed children, you just read it. But using context in distant children, let's say you create the context provider at the top. These components that don't need context, they don't have to worry about it. But then the components who do need it, they can go ahead and read it. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to use useContext to create a this button, light mode, dark mode button, theme switcher. And we're going to set the provider, or like we're going to set our theme context provider at the top, which is going to be slideshow.jsx. And then we're going to actually we should put it in app.jsx, because that's our top level. This is where we're going to put theme show provider, or theme context provider. Goes here. And then in Slideshow, in the Slideshow component, we only have buttons and we have the handle previous buttons. We're not really rendering any styles here. So what we're going to do is go back to slide And this is where we want to update. So we're going to consume theme context provider here, theme context here. So we're going to read if dark mode slide has black background, if light mode slide has white background. Same with the font as well, which is over here. How does that sound? Hi Suki Laplante, how's it going? Oh, thank you for following, Suki. I am doing well, thank you for asking. What language do you program in, Suki, if you're a coder? C++, wow. Nice, you are brave. We are doing some React building today. So we're going to use useContext to build a theme switcher. And I'm going to give you... Oh, we haven't talked about useContext hook though. While listening neo-folk rock songs. Nice. I'm listening to some rock beats myself. I don't know if you can hear it on the stream. Okay, quick poll. How many of you have done useContext or used useContext? If you are familiar with it, you can say I'm familiar with useContext. It's a React hook, useContext. Tell me if you have used useContext or you're familiar with useContext. And this is the definition of useContext. I have never used React, or maybe once with Electron. Got it. Have you been wanting to learn React, Suki? I'm also going to open my GitHub and share the code with you in case Suki, not really. Okay. The furthest I've gotten to web dev was PHP. Ooh, interesting. PHP is kind of how I started as well. Wow, I have no contributions in my GitHub today. How rude. Gotta go make a contribution. I'm just gonna add console log because I need my contribution number. I'm kidding. I will not fall for those tactics, ever. useContext. Okay, let's learn about useContext. Wait, where are you from? Because you have a thick accent. I have an Indian accent because I am Indian. I also have a really thick accent. Okay, let's learn about useContext though. useContext is a React hook that lets you read and subscribe to the context from your component. We just read about what context is. And the way you use it is value equals useContext, some context. Passing data deeply into the tree, updating database passed via context, specifying a fallback default value, overriding context for a part of the tree, optimizing re-renders when passing objects and functions. Neil, I worked with React from 2019 to 2020. I used to implement everything with Redux and Redux Thunk. Huh. Okay. After that, I picked up React in 2023 after my master's, and things have changed with more functional components. Oh, so you are just trying out functional components then? So does that mean that hooks is pretty new for you? Suki, I still remember that one time where a German thought I was German by just speaking my native language, even though I don't speak that language, but my native language is a Romance language. It's a Romance language. A language based off Latin. Oh. Interesting. What is your native language, Suki? Neil, no, I used it over the last year. Gotcha, Neil. So this useContext may be familiar to you. But for those who are not familiar to this, I will do a quick recap of useContext. Okay. So what useContext lets you do is you can create your data anywhere. Oh, look, they also do like theming with useContext. So you can create your data anywhere at the top component, and then you can use it anywhere. So it's kind of like subscribing to the context that you've created in another component. And it can be really helpful so that you don't have to pass down props from one component to another component. Neo, but with Zustland, library, and Next.js, so never needed context hook. Gotcha. Yeah, I think the use of useContext comes in when you're not using an external library in React. So I agree with you there. I think then when I've had to use useContext was when I was building an application that used native React state. So just like use state, and I did not have any other state management library like Redux, and I wasn't using Next.js, so I was completely using React, and then I was fetching my data through GraphQL. That's when useContext was super helpful because I could send my... Actually, no, when I was building another component for a UI library within Slack, that's when I also used context. But the number of places where you've had to use context is limited. But it's actually a very handy hook to learn, because in the absence of any state management library or anything else, this is very helpful. Suki, Canadian French. Oh, you're Canadian French. Trust me, French from France and French from Canada is completely different. I know. I am actually a Canadian myself. Suki, pronunciation and words are different. Right. I went to Montreal recently, and I had a really great experience. Of course, I don't speak any French, so I couldn't tell if the French was any different. But very nice people. Also, folks, this is a good point to take a quick break. But before you go, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you're following me for the very first time, hit that subscribe button. Show your girl some support. I really, really appreciate it. But let's take a quick water break, because I have been talking nonstop for 50 minutes. Don't go anywhere. And we're back. Short break. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you didn't go anywhere because I will track you down. I'm just kidding. I won't track you down. I'm not Google. I hope you have a refresh of drink though. Suki, I've already put too much money on Steam. Aw, no problem. I still appreciate you showing up here and I still appreciate your support. However you can. Okay, in this next segment, we're gonna create a, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create a context and we're gonna consume that context in this component. And yeah, we'll see how it goes, okay? So let's go ahead and use context. Oh, I'm also gonna open the documentation because I don't remember. Alright, so theme is use context, theme context, and then I need to have this context in here, which is gonna be, oh, I have to provide this context as well somewhere. So I will provide this, I'm gonna have to create the context somewhere. Suki, I just bought so much stuff recently, so I need to relax for a few months. I understand. I totally understand that feeling of buying too much stuff. Theme context provider, and then add theme context provider, accept suggestion, thank you AI. And now I need to also create this theme context provider somewhere. So how do I create the context provider again? Oh, there. This is how I can create a context. So I'm going to create a context using create context, which comes from command enter, import create context from React. Theme context, I think it's theme context dot provider. Okay, and then the initial value we're going to pass as light, right? And actually let's also make this so that there is only two ways to pass this. Suki, I bought myself a new microphone and some new games on Steam. Suki, do you also stream on Twitch? Let me go check out your channel. Rarely. Okay. What kind of games do you play, Suki? Oh, Neil, okay, thank you for sharing how you use React in real world. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I feel like use context is one of those hooks that doesn't get used as much, but it's important to know how it works so that when you have to reach for something that is outside of your component for state, you don't have to go find a library that you have to install. You could just use whatever is inbuilt in in React, not Slack. Okay, theme context provider, and then I'm going to create theme modes. Oh, there it is. But instead, I'm going to create not this because I'm going to create, there you go, light, light, dark, dark. AI is trying to be smart. AI is like, I know what you're saying. I can do it. I can do it. Okay, can you help me type though? Dark. All right, and then here we're going to say themes dot light. That's my default. My most played game is probably Minecraft. Ooh, I love Minecraft. My second place is Rust, not the programming language or oxidation. I did not know that Rust is a game as well. I'm gonna look that up. Rust game console edition. Oh, I've never seen this. Rust on Steam. Got it. But it is really toxic though. Why is it toxic? Okay, and then when you have to, what's the problem here? Import, create context. Wait, what? Are you crazy? Remove unnecessary wrapper. Are you stupid? Import, create context from React. Okay, and then in our slide component, we can just consume React, the theme, and I don't need it in Slideshow. So let's go to slide, import forward ref and use context, and then let's see if AI can help me with this. I need let's see, to do import theme from context. It obviously doesn't know this. Because of voice chat. Oh, interesting. And it's all about raiding other bases. Oh. And you lose every progress in the survival game part of the game. Oh, I'm guessing people attack each other verbally. Alright, so now we're going to say const theme equals use context. Oh, use context. And then the context is theme context. And I have to import theme context from here, which it's already telling me where it's coming from. So that's pretty smart. Theme context. Thank you, Augment. Oh wait, no, it doesn't come from here. It comes from, if I accept this suggestion, let me accept the suggestion, please. Okay, import. There you go. And now in app.jsx, I just gotta make sure that I add export, which Augment is already telling me. Okay. You know, this would also be better in a file that is not within this. So, but that game developed a lot of my patience. So now I just don't care about insults. They don't do anything to me. Damn. Good thick skin. Good for you. I wish I had that kind of approach. Because I'm just like, oh, what did people say? Why did they say it to me? What did they mean? Alright, so let's see. Now I am reading use context. And then if I console log this theme, I should be able to see light mode here. Okay, let's do a quick check. Is my app running? App is running. Right click. And now if I console, the value prop is required for context. Oh, right. You provide that in the provider in app.jsx, which is value equal themes.light. Okay. Now if I look at my info, I have theme undefined. Theme context.provider, values is themes.light. And then if I read this in slide.jsx, use context, theme context comes from app.jsx. What is this object though? Console.log theme. My top 10 most played games are Rust, 377 hours. Wow. Ark, 298 hours. War Thunder, Scrap Mechanic, Trailmaker, Geometry Dash, World Box, Hearts of Iron, Phasmophobia, and Simple Planes. That is a lot of hours. I do mainly multi-gaming, that is why my hour counts are pretty low. Wait, that is low? Is that low in gaming world? Because that sounds a lot to me. Okay, folks, I have a bug here. Alright, we're gonna fix this bug. The bug is that I'm getting my context as undefined. Okay. Theme context.provider is value themes.light. Slideshow is here. Then slideshow rendered slide, which is here. So theme context, you use the theme context. From theme context, theme is here. Console log theme is undefined. What is the value of theme in slideshow? Use context, console.log theme. Let's try this. I broke something, theme context. I have to import theme context from here. Okay, that is also undefined. Weird. So let's check here. Theme context dot provider. Theme context dot provider. Value is themes.light. Slideshow. Did I make any mistake? Let's open the documentation. I've got a use context here. I've got theme context.provider. Then create context is null. I'm creating context with themes.light, which is fine. Theme is theme context dot use context theme context. Create context. Why is there a problem? I am consuming it and I'm reading it. I've got use context in this theme context from app.jsx. Is that correct? Theme context from app.jsx, which is here. Export const theme context is this. That is correct. To a provider, value dark. Themes.light. Themes.light. Themes.dark. And then in Slideshow, I also don't have any value. I do mainly multi-gaming. My hours count on Steam alone is about 2,000 hours. And my account has been created in 2019, so in 6 years I spent 2,000 hours on that platform. Wow. I was trying to join the Discord. I tried with my alt account, but then realized I needed a verified telephone number on my account. So IG, what does IG stand for? I guess I will use my main account. Thanks, Suki. IG always makes me think of Instagram, so I'm like, wait, you don't mean Instagram. I guess I'll use my main account. Yes, use your main account. Come join us. It's just that it's painful to join with my main account. Oh, I'm sorry. Because I'm already at max server. So I need to leave a server. Oh man, you have problems. Alright, I want to fix this bug before I leave today. So let's see. I'm going to reload. I'm sure I have something stupid. Slideshow.jsx. Oh, Suki, we'll see you soon then. Thank you for hanging out today. Okay, let's see what's in here. Console.log theme. And then when we get to app.jsx, what is the value of themes.light? Okay, so reload, export const themes. What's the value of themes.light? Light. Oh, wow. Create context. Console.theme is undefined because theme context has. Oh, wait a second. Theme is undefined. Undefined. Okay. Opening the documentation. If I move this out of here into here and then move this out of here create this. Const theme context equals create context with light, and then I consume this here. Then what is the value I see? Let's do this basic check. Okay, create context. I need context. Okay. Ooh, so I do have light here. Okay, that was the problem. Hello, random guy. How are you doing? Where are you joining us from, random guy? Okay, so that was the problem. So now what we're going to do is create our theme context here, and now we're going to make this pretty by saying theme equals, there you go, light and dark, and then this I'm going to modify to theme.light, and now I'm going to pass this down into here, and now I'm going to create a file for this context, because context should live in their own file. So I'm going to open my Explorer, in my source, controls, components. I'm going to create my context in source. I'm going to create a file called theme context.js, and then I'm going to move all of this stuff to here. And then I'm gonna move, I have to wrap something in a provider though. Where's my provider? So I'm gonna move this out of here, move this out of here, move it to a file, and then I'm gonna export default theme context. And now in here, this is import create context from React. And now in here, I'm going to say that I'm still going to read this console.log theme. Random guy, India, just woke up and opened YouTube, and this is what your YouTube recommends me first thing in the morning. Welcome then. Welcome to Creating with React. First thing in the morning. We're actually working on an interview question, so I hope this would be helpful for you. Add import from this, so let's accept this. From theme context.js. Now we're going to log theme, and then we do get theme light logged, which is good. And I'm going to take this out of here. Wait, what about my provider? In your app, you wrap your entire thing with the provider. useContext always looks for the closest provider above the component that calls it. It searches upwards and does not consider providing the component from which you're calling useContext. Right. That's why this is working in this app. Okay. We actually don't need the context itself here, but we need to provide it as a provider. So I'm going to send this down as a theme context.provider. I'm going to wrap my, and then provide it a value of light. Actually, I should be doing themes.light. Theme.light. And then gonna wrap this out with the theme context.provider. All right, now in my slide component, I should be able to read this. So now if I do console.log theme from import that, and also add this, accept this, because I need theme as well. Okay, now if everything works well, then it should break. Does not provide an export theme. Oh, right. Let's export theme. Okay, reload. All right, info. Oh, cool. I got light everywhere. And then there was light. I don't know, I want to code anymore, though, after trying to fix a bug for past 2 days, which I eventually fixed. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. But yeah, you keep it up. Well, thank you. I also fixed a bug that I have been working on for the last 2 days. Not this bug, but another bug, which I was just demoing earlier. Okay, folks, it seems like we're just at time and we fixed the bugs that we were working on. So what does that mean? Time to commit code, okay? Git commit. Make a new branch, git branch. Also, what is everybody's weekend plans? You got any weekend plans? Anybody has anything fun they want to do? Okay, check out the useContext, git branch, git add dot. One thing that we didn't do is check if the value updates. So let's do that as well. Okay, if we click a button, the value should update from light mode to dark mode. Adding useContext, git push. Also, tell me in the comments what are you planning to do over the weekend? Is anybody gonna code? Is anybody gonna go see their friends? I myself am planning to host my mom's birthday party this weekend, and I'm gonna have my family over and my brother over, and it's gonna be so much fun. And my mom's birthday is today, actually. So I'm excited to spend some time with my mom, who also comes to my stream sometimes. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add a button so that when I click on the button, I want to update the theme to be light to dark and dark to light. So I want to toggle that. Okay, so I already got console.log theme here. Now what I can do is inside the slide. So this is the slide. I actually don't want this in the slide itself. I want it as a separate button. So I'm gonna move this out. I'm gonna keep this garbage in here. Consume theme context here. I don't want a theme context here. I want to do it in the slideshow. Okay. And then I'm going to create a button here called div, or like button on click equals toggle theme. Button toggle theme. And now I'm actually going to create a new component out of this, because I'll move it to a new file. But for now, I'm going to create a toggle theme or theme switcher. I'm going to make it an SVG later on, but for now, I just want to add like a click handler. Okay, and this button is just going to return this. Okay, and then I'm going to say that toggle theme. So if my theme is, and I'm going to use state here, okay? theme set theme is use state theme.light. Okay, now if my theme is, oh, there you go. If set theme is light, set theme dark, otherwise set theme.light. It's just helping me do everything, so I don't have to do anything. Now how do I set it back to theme though? Neil, what city do you live in? I live in Seattle. What city are you in, Neil? I forget. What city do you live in, Neil? Okay, now I have this set theme, which is the theme variable, and when I update this, I want to be able to send it over to my context. How do I do that? So this value is theme.light, right? I could move this set state inside my main component, and then instead of value.light, I could make it theme, so that when theme updates in my toggle component, the entire provider reloads. All right, and then in the button, which is going to accept the set theme, it's going to accept the set, or let's say toggle handler. Let's call it that. Okay. On click is going to be the toggle handler. So this way I'm providing it a callback that comes from the top. And this toggle theme is going to come from the main component as well, which is the slideshow component. So here I'm going to create a new, I'm just going to move this toggle theme here. And then this toggle theme is what I'm going to provide my themes component, theme toggler, which is theme switcher, toggle handler equals toggle theme. Now I have this button here. It doesn't look very pretty, which is fine. It's actually doing the job. But now if I log console, toggle theme is not defined. Toggle theme is here. Toggle theme is defined, bro. Oh wait, on click. No, toggle handler is toggle theme. Reload this, toggle theme. Okay, something is happening. Then in my theme switcher, I just have an on click, and then my theme is here. Theme is getting updated in toggle handler, and in toggle handler, set theme is theme equals light, theme dark, otherwise theme dot light. So I need to be able to read this value. Let's read this value in slide. We were already reading this, so let's keep that. And I'm just going to read this value. So now if I reload, what city do you live in? Oh, SF. Got laid off, so moved back to Southern California. Oh, I'm sorry. Which company did you work at? Okay, now if I hit toggle theme, and I get the value. So if I'm on light, it gives me, if I was on dark, it will give me light. If I'm on light, it will give me dark. Dark light, dark light, dark light, dark light. Sweet! This accomplishes what we set out to accomplish. How cool is that? Friday night, got some code done. Heck yeah. And with that, I'm going to say git add dot git commit, and now the only thing that's left is to add an actual pretty button. Toggle theme working, git push. But with that, we can finally rest in peace and enjoy the rest of our day. All right, folks. With that, I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh, hello, Pinak. Don't forget to raid. Thank you for reminding me. Let's go raid. Let's go raid. Folks, if you're over in Twitch, come hang out. We're gonna raid in just a minute, okay? And I'm gonna show you. Come over to Twitch if you're on Twitch. But before I go there, I just wanted to tell you, thank you so much, folks, for coming out and hanging out with me today. Knowing that you show up here while I'm coding and you're giving me company while I'm here helps me a lot in showing up every single day to code in public and build in public. So thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Let's do this. Let's get us, I want 4 people to follow right now. Go ahead, hit that follow button. And I want to give shout out to people who follow right now. Good streamer I recommend. Okay, I'm gonna find this person. Thank you for sharing, people. Pinak, we're definitely gonna raid him. Okay, I have this raid button somewhere. Raid channel. Search. All right. Let's go raid. Are you all ready? Are you all here? Let's go raid. Start raid. A seed stage in Palo Alto. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. It can be hard to live in the Bay Area when you are laid off. Raid now! Let's go raid! Yeah! Raid, 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 raid! Legal tech AI. Oh. Yeah, a lot of companies have laid off. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear, but it can't be fun. Alright, folks, with that beautiful note, or not so beautiful note, I'm going to say goodbye for today. Thank you for joining me today and hanging out with me. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, because hey, I'd sooner do a big refactor than use forward ref. Oh my goodness, same. Philip Carmen already following. Oh, thank you, Philip. I'd sooner do a big refactor than use forward ref. Tell me about it. Same. I almost refactored my app to React 19 earlier this morning. And if I hadn't already committed to React 18 in this, I would have totally started with React 19 for this app as well. So I totally agree with you. Okay, folks, I'm going to take tomorrow as a day off and chill a little. I hope you take some time to break as well and relax as well, because as much as we want to hustle and keep going, it's also important to give ourselves the break that we deserve and need, and do something outside of coding. So I encourage you this weekend to try something that is not code. Try a hobby. Try exploring something that you have forgotten, like painting or playing guitar, which I have totally forgotten. Or going on a walk, or hanging out by the beach. Do something that's not coding. Do something for your mental health. And with that, thank you so much for joining me once again. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I will see you on Monday, and I'll be a lot more fresher on Monday because I would have rested. Thank you, folks. I'll see you. Bye.